Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. My name is Arifin. Today we will talk about life at IDN Boarding School Seoul. IDN is not only about studying in class, but also about building character and helping society. Today, we are joined by a student from IDN Boarding School Seoul. Hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Al, and I'm currently sitting at 10th grade of RPL.
Okay, can you tell us what IDN Boarding School Solo is?
So, IDN Boarding School Solo is an Islamic boarding school. Students live in dormitories and learn religion, academics, and digital skills (IT).
What is the main goal of IDN?
So, the main goals of IDN is to make students strong in character and ready for the future.
Okay, is IDN different from other schools?
Yes, I think, of course, IDN is very different from other schools. Maybe there's schools like IDN, but IDN focus on action, projects, and real experience.
Okay, what is your daily routine at IDN?
So we start our day. We wake up early for Fajr prayer at 3 a.m. You know what? 3 a.m. And then we go to the mosque. We can do Tahajjud prayer, Witir prayer, Qiyamul Lail, and also doing tilawah. And after going for Fajr prayer, then we read and memorize the Quran. Maybe we can say Haqqa. And for information, guys, after Haqqa, I just did 11 kilometers trail run to Taman. So that's my daily routine.
Wow.
At Saturday.
Okay, so what about school lessons?
School's lesson. Wait. In class, especially in the morning, we study English, math, science. We learn math, science in the weekend. Actually, at IDN, we call it Stadium General, General Stadium, and other subjects like Dinia, and of course, IT depends on our if RPL or TKJ.
Okay, what do students do in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, what do you mean in the afternoon? Maybe after Zuhur or after Asar? Like
Maybe after asar.
after Asar. So, our activities after Asar in the afternoon. So, wait, we end class at Asar, and after that we are free. Maybe you can do additional class, digital skills. You can do projects, and having fun. Maybe.
Okay. Is the schedule is difficult?
Is the schedule difficult? For me, at first, yes, but it teaches us discipline because the schedule at IDN is so full. That's why we have to manage our time well, and it will teach us discipline.
Okay. Next, how is the learning atmosphere in class?
So the atmosphere learning in class, I think, of course, it's serious, but it also the class is active and fun. Students can ask questions and share ideas with our fan, with our partner, and our teacher, with no pressure.
Do students use English every day?
Of course, yes, English is used in daily communications. But I want to ask you, do you use English every day? Be honest.
I think yes.
Yeah, in toilet.
No,
No.
no, in toilet.
Honestly, I do. I speak English everywhere, anywhere, anytime. How about you?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Let's continue.
So I want to ask,
Yeah.
why is English so important?
Why English is so important? I think because it helps us speak confidently and prepare for the future. Why? Because I guess you, Mas Arifin, I think you want to work internationally. Is that right?
Yes.
Where do you want to work, like internationally? You doing remote, maybe on site, on in foreign country?
Yeah.
Like you're doing remote working or like freelance? What do you want to do for work and for the future?
I think freelance and work in other country.
That's the thing. You have to learn English because I think English is a global language.
Yeah.
If you, I think, if you are not good in English, I think you miss everything because many high qualities knowledge using English, and also for our future we want to work internationally, so we have to be good in English, have to be fluent in English. Yeah.
Okay. Next, what digital skills do students learn at IDN?
What digital skills we do at IDN? So for RPL programmer, we learn coding. Like we make website, we make apps. For TKJ, they do networking. Like they learn Microtik, Cisco, and then also we learn video editing by you know what? If we make a SCAL project like video, of course we do video editing, so we learn video editing from that. And graphic design, sometimes in the project we have to make, you know what, thumbnail video, to make poster design, and you know, maybe banner, and content creation.
Okay, we have finished our break. Now we'll move on to our podcast. And next is, do students work on real projects?
So the question is, do IDN students work on real projects? Yes, at IDN we have IDN digital projects.
What do students learn from projects?
So before I tell you about what we have learned from doing projects, actually what we're doing on the projects, it's like like I said earlier, like for IPL we make website, and TKJ we learn TKJ do networking. So what students learn from doing real projects, it teaches us teamwork, leadership, creativity, and responsibility. Why I say that? Because in doing projects, maybe we as an April programmer, you do projects, you're not doing it alone. You do it with your partner, with your friends. That's why it teaches you teamwork. Leadership also. In project, of course you lead people, but also you lead yourself. And creativity, of course, we need creativity in doing projects, especially us making a website and apps. We have to look for what the features do you need, that things, and also responsibility. It teach us responsibility. Why? Because we have to manage our time well, so we can finish or we can done our project in the given deadline.
Okay. IDN is also known for strong character programs. Can you explain IDN Tangguh?
So it's interesting. We will talk about IDN Tangguh. By chance, me and Arifin, and with our friends,
Yeah.
just did IDN Tangguh in the last week. So we did IDN Tangguh in Tulang Agung. So what is IDN Tangguh? So IDN Tangguh, it's like a program. It's like a character program to build mental, to build resilience and real world experience.
What activities are done in IDN Tangguh?
So the activities that we did in IDN Tangguh is last time in IDN Tangguh Tulang Agung. So it's like a survival challenge. So we have to survive for about 1 week in Tulang Agung, and we just given money, just about 25,000 rupiah for 1 week each people. So you have to think, how do we survive in Tulang Agung for 1 week, but you just get 25,000 rupiah for it. So what we have to do is we look for place to live. So last time we look for a mask. We ask permission to the stakeholder like Takmir. We stay there, and then for about how do we eat cat? And of course, our mission is to collect money for the transport to go back to school.
Yeah.
How can we do it? We look for work, like we work so we can earn money, and from that money, the money is for our everyday needs, like your food consumption, and also, like I said, the money for transport back to school.
Next, what about IDN Long March?
So IDN Long March is a long distance walk activity. Last IDN Long March, we walked about 73 kilometers.
Whoa, so long.
So long.
What is the purpose of IDN Long March?
So IDN Long March, it teaches us endurance because we walk so far, so long. It also teaches us teamwork, leadership, patience, and also perseverance. It's like not giving up.
Is it tiring?
Yes, of course, but it was a great experience, and I also want to tell stories about Long March. What is Long March? So we walk 73 kilometers in 3 days.
Yeah,
Is that right?
3 days.
In 3 days, and in IDN Long March, we are not just mindlessly walking. Like, of course, it's tiring because in a day we walk about 20 kilometers a day, and the tiring part, it's not just walking. It's also the other tasks like I don't know much. It's social activities too. So we have a task that we do a social. We s- we get to know with the civilians around. We get social with the civilians around. So the task is in a day we have to talk or interview with the civilians around, 3 civilians minimum per day. Yeah. And it's also tiring.
So next, IDN also has social programs. Can you explain what is IDN pro bono?
IDN Pro Bono. So IDN Pro Bono is a program where students give help or their how to say like their skills to we help UMKM around our civilians.
What kind of help do students give?
So IDN Pro Bono is like we help UMKM, we help civilians. And what's a kind of help that we give? It's like, for example, we look for UMKM store, right? And by chance, me and Arifin is in one team, so we look for UMKM and then we make banner for them, banner for the store. For the example, me and Arifin is in one team. In the last IDN Pro Bono project, we make banner for the fruit store. And the funny part, the fruit store did not use our banner, but it's okay. And yeah, I think that's it.
So next, what about IDN goes to society?
Okay, so I think it's the last questions is IDN goes to society. IDN goes to society is an activity where students, especially junior high school, they go directly to the community, to the civilians around.
Okay, I think that is last topic for this video. But before we end, what message do you want to share?
So the message that I want to share is so the topic of the podcast is about what it feels like to live in an Islamic boarding school. So what I feel is like of course in boarding school you will meet with your parents very rarely. So I think me and I think of course we will miss our family, our parents. But I think in boarding school we can be focused in our goals, like our dream. And I hope IDN boarding school is helping us to reach our dreams. So if you want to focus on your dreams, you can choose an proper boarding school like IDN, of course. You can try it. I think that's my message.
Okay. Thank you, Sahal, for joining us today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
And see you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.